Hello everyone. Today is 20th April 2021. Before going to my other area to show you few updates, I thought let me show you again the beauty of this weeping cherry. I find them very pretty. This is 3 years ago. I thought of cutting this because it is too close to my wall, our boundary wall. So I thought the roots are very strong now with so many years, and the trunk was kind of 1/4 of its size when we moved to this house. So in the 7 years they became so thick. So I'm talking about 3 years ago. So at that time also I thought the roots may damage my wall, it may break, and so let me cut at least this one and save the other one. So thinking that, I transplanted the baby plants to different location, and but when we had someone to cut the tree, this tree, then if you notice the structure of this portion, maybe that was the point where they grafted the this whatever is showing the tree. If that is not the original, sometimes they graft on another plant which is not as beautiful as this one. So assuming that, I am saying, so maybe they grafted it there. That's why the structure of the branches that is grown from there are very different. So when the guy was cutting, he was slowly cutting the outer branches, then inner branches, like that. So at that time I found it very attractive, the structure, and I thought in December, in Christmas time, if we want to decorate the tree with lights, it will look very pretty if that structure I leave it. So if you can notice, wherever it is cut, I told them based on the different design. For example, see, this is like so curvy, this branch. I don't know if you are able to see where it started, and then see how it is, the curve. So like that, most of the branches were like that. So I told him leave where it is grafted, and I showed him each branch where to cut it. So I made one tall one, then one another one. So like that, I wanted to save a few as if it will look like a, what you can say, kind of some jewelry stand kind of a structure, so that I can wrap the Christmas lights around it. And thinking that he left the shape like that, but immediately next year they grew new branches. If you can see, I mean, I'm talking about, if you see that point from there, see the branches how it has come. So last year it was little smaller, and but so many branches came. Then this year again many branches left. So finally again it looked like a tree. And when I told the men to cut it, my kids were not happy, my husband was not happy, why you are cutting it like that. But so thinking that, okay, let them be happy, and I left these branches. And everybody told, no, this plant is not that kind of strong plant that you will be worried about the wall to be broken. So thinking that, I left, and again it became the same earlier tree. So for 1 year only, like it looked, we already cut the tree. I thought let me share you that story because I have not told you that earlier. See? Now I want to show you something. For example, this is a Asiatic lily. I forgot that I have planted here, but when last week I saw the leaf, then I realized I have planted. and that is that delphinium. So this year it looks very beautiful, I mean healthy, but last year it was very tiny, the branches and leaves, everything. And I just wanted to show you how, see now the new growth. I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep this weeping cherry or not, but this is grown from the roots of this cherry. So from the roots, see, if you see, that is one, I may cut that, and then this I am thinking to leave it. And this is how it is, if you can see how they are growing. So in 2 weeks they will look very full. Here I wanted to show that close to that white fence, I had a rose of Asiatic lily planted last year, but it was eaten by some orange beetle. So this year I forgot about them, but I saw them coming out. So this is the status, see, this is Asiatic lily. I planted one bulb, so maybe this is the mother bulb, I mean branches from mother bulb. So these are auxiliary. I mean last year maybe they have developed tiny side bulbs, sometimes they do, and those are their growth. And this is a Manite salvia. Oh, now I see. So see how it is, the autumn jade sedum. See, this is one purple allium. So I see the bulb now. This is one type of daylily, and that is you can see gaudy red Gora. This is pink potion Veronica. This is the I was telling, right, I have divided the color gadeuca, the three big I have, and a very tiny one there. I planted it there 2 years ago. It was like 1/10 of its size, and now it has become little bit like survivable and visible. And that is, you can see, super blue lavender. That is a lavender. That is Haddi, it will also come. So I think I am seeing the orange beetle, you can see. So that orange beetle, if I am not doing anything, slowly it is going to eat all the leaves. I have to soon do something. Then this is another pink potion Veronica. This is that landscape pink rose, and see the lily, this lily, the bicolor, maroon and yellow, it started blooming. That one also, see. And here I see six bud ready to open maybe tomorrow. This is some blue, I forgot the name, cornflower, I think, blue color bloom. And this is that Mascaris I planted few weeks ago. This is a pink multi-layered rose. That is again another Asiatic lily. See, in a row I had planted here wherever I had space. So this is again another allium. Last time I was confused whether it is grass or allium. And see the anemone blanda. So this blanda, the other day I was telling, this anemone, I had a rose here. I had one row last year here like this, but I pulled them thinking they are grass because I was new to them, and at that time I did not remember how the leaf looks. This is a new creeping phlox, purple color I have planted, and that is another Asiatic lily. This is another Mascaris. So I have in the front one Mascaris, this anemone, another Mascaris. So like that. Generally by the mid of April they are more full, but this year I feel everything is little late. It's my observation, I may be wrong. Now I want to show you this, just to read, I am focusing. This is a lantern rose, they say, or name is Helleborus. See here, yeah, Helleborus pippas purple. So it's the particular species name. Frost kiss, pippas purple, lantern rose. So this is supposed to be like this, and I was searching for a long time for this rose. I came to know about this from one YouTuber. I used to watch her videos a lot, so from her I came to know about this plant. And the unique characteristic of this plant is it blooms and it is green even if there is snow in winter, and no matter how hard the winter is, they keep on blooming as if weather doesn't matter to them. So that is the uniqueness of this plant, and they multiply very easily once they are settled in the ground. So last year I did not find it anywhere in any store in um, near my area, not in any nursery or anywhere. I saw them far away, but I did not want to buy from there. It was difficult to get it, bring it home from there. So I was in search of this plant. So this week I found it in one of our nearby nursery. So I paid $23 for this much, which I think it is a little more, but when you don't find the plant easily, then I thought, okay, let me spend that much, because once you plant and they are settled, they will multiply. And particularly, I don't know if only in this variety this variegation is there, or there are a few more variety, but I loved the variegation. So that's why there were two color, one white color also, but the leaves were green only because of this variegation. And leaves, flowers are also little bit color, though I am not fan of this color, but because I desperately wanted a Hellebore, so I got it. So if there is no bloom also, because of this foliage they will look pretty, though from whom I bought it, she told me that this variegation disappears with time, like only when the leaves are newly developed, then only these variegations are visible, and slowly when the leaves get older, you will see them like they will go away. So second thing about Hellebore I want to tell, last year when I did not find, I ordered it online, and because of this pandemic, I received my seeds after 3 months. So I still have the seeds, but somehow I think of those seeds germinating each week for the past 3-4 months, but somehow I did not do it. So when I saw this week this plant, I thought, okay, let me get the plant at least, so that now I will have, this April is a very good time to put the plant in the ground. So whoever wants the plants desperately, they should not wait for the sale. Because of my experience, I'm saying, few I knew every year they put it on sale in the I think when it is very hard summer and you need to care a lot about the plants. So at that time they put the plants in sale. Sometimes that's what I have seen, 50% off in few stores. But if you buy at that time, or if you buy in fall, which are not hardy, I mean not except the peony and few bulbs which are good at planting in the fall, many others, when you plant them, even if like roses or something, when you plant them in the ground, they don't have another 4-5 months to grow their roots on the ground and to be settled on well on the same season. So I think in April, if we plant it, then in the month of April, May, June, July, so April, May, June, July, August, September, nearly 6 months they get, I'm talking about in my zone, so in 6 months they get enough time to enlarge their root system and to be settled in the ground, so there is more probability of that plant to be alive. And this is my experience. Many plants are on sale in the late summer, so I had tried to plant them thinking that it's okay to spend, I'm spending little less, but I saw 60-70% time they though they have more roots and look healthy, but still, because they don't get enough time in our ground to spread themselves, they had died. So I thought of sharing you that experience. Side here to show you in front of my living room window. So this is the creeping phlox about to bloom. Last year I planted, and this is another purple allium. Then this is one of my biggest leaf hosta. Maybe this is sun and sub and sun hosta, something like that. Its leaves are very big and little bit light green, not very dark. And here, so they have already, this is creeping phlox, they have already started blooming. Within 3-4 days they will all be pink. All these 100 flowers will be in pink. So this is a day lily. I think this will be the fourth year of its lily. It is one of 3 bulbs in a packet which has 3 color, and 2 already bloomed. This is the third. I am assuming it is blue, but it haven't bloomed, so let me wait to see its bloom. And then I have one hosta there, that one, the sum and substance hosta. And then this is another, I forgot the name, it is coming out, see. And then I have one more here. That was the biggest hosta I planted there, but somehow now I don't see any growth, so I don't know. Generally hosta is, and I have one more hosta there which I had transplanted this from a pot. I have transplanted it to the ground, that one. And this is another delphinium. This is the muscaris, that is again Asiatic lily. So now they are little visible, that's why I thought of showing you. This is the pure yellow color iris, and see the magenta color, because last year it bloomed, clematis. Last year it bloomed magenta, and one day I think I told you the detailed story of how it was wrongly tagged. And after cutting, trimming, see the new branches of this, that is hollyhock. So overall now they are coming very well. This is yesterday I planted one fragrant lily, and here this one, now I see the leaf. This one, if you see this is the leaf, kind of bronze color. Yeah, this is the leaf. And this is that orange color peony, the orange coral color, orange coral color peony. And this is another, I think, stargazer lily, that one. So last year I planted stargazer. And this is, I think, oriental trumpet. And this is the just the east that east side of this one. This is the east side. So after trimming, see, this is a fragrant rose, magenta color. After trimming, I find all the branches very healthy. This is that red daylily. I had taken a lot of pictures last year. And this is I forgot the name. This is a hosta, very pretty hosta. But in my experience, whatever the variegation you are seeing, that stays only maybe 2 months, and then in the summer they turn completely green. And this is another stargazer lily which last year bloomed also. Only this one I was able to see the bloom and the fragrance. Then this is another Asiatic lily. And here I have planted one Oriental trumpet lily. And this is my bowl of beauty peony that I planted last year, which I was I was telling you the story in another video. I thought it is dead, but it came out, and I'm very happy. And see now how beautiful the branches are. So let me show you from this side. So this is again one Wine and Roses Vizela. This one I planted in December. I think it is alive. Yes, it is alive. I can show you the branch. This is, I feel this is green. This is fresh. I can feel it. This is fresh. If you see the branch, sorry, like this maybe. Yeah. So this is the branch. This is the branch. Okay. So that is new. I can feel it is green. I think that is also a new branch. That one. If you see, sorry, some branches are blocking, I guess. Yeah, that one. And the tip are, I think these are dead. I forgot to trim it yesterday. I cut all the top 40% branches. So yes, this is, I believe, a blue iris, one blue dark kind of black iris, and this is one yellow hardy geranium. So this geranium is, I saw them blooming whenever they did not mow the lawn, and somehow the grass are grown a lot. Then here and there I saw their bloom, and I had bought in pink color, light pink, dark pink. Last year I think 2 or 3 color hardy geranium I have bought, and I have planted them on my west side garden. So I can recognize their leaves and the flower. So when I saw the flowers, like they were blooming here and there, so in my garden itself, here close to here also many. So I picked up one day, and then I have planted in my good location where I like them. So when I planted, because this all the leaves, I think that is a bird, I believe, one flower bird. So when I planted, because they were in the lawn, they are among other grass, so the roots was not able to freely go deeper. So individually the plants were not this much to see. But now when there is no other grass surrounding them, and I have given nice compost, I think wherever I have planted, they are coming out very healthy. That's what I mean. So now I am here to see my plants alive, coming back from last year. This is a larkspur. This is a larkspur plant. And this is another variety of hosta. This is one hollyhock. This is, I forgot the color of the rose, which I thought it died, but it is alive. This is that I think they say landscape rose, or yeah, I think they say landscape rose, which is red in color. That is Kniphofia. That is Kniphofia. Again hollyhock. So the hollyhock I planted last year. So first I planted this autumn jade sedum, which is now hidden by those two hollyhocks. So this was originally I planted 2 years ago. I mean a branch from the mother plant. The plant, I think yesterday I showed you, or day before yesterday. And these hollyhock I planted later, but they are growing well, so it looks like as if they are older, but not. This is one chrysanthemum, I forgot the color. So I see this area now like all the plants coming out. Yeah, you may ask why I have those stones and those bricks, because before developing this whole garden, I had only one this white hibiscus. This is the white hibiscus which I planted 6 years ago. So only that one was there. So to protect that from the deer, I had a fence. I had a fence in circular way. I had a deer fence, and inside that, why I did not make this circular fence very close to that plant is because I had some petunia or some small plants I planted around that hibiscus. So covering to those annuals, I like 1 year petunia, 1 year bhinka, like that. Bhinka we call in Odisha as Baramasi, and because in Odisha they bloom every day, and somehow traditionally they say not to offer it to God. I don't know why, but they say like that. So we call Baramasi, which is in English Bhinka. So covering to that in a not the concrete wall. I mean, if you can see this brick, yeah, I made it now not in circular, but this is the circular. Little is left in the circular, so that is the circular edge of that fence. And so now I have removed those bricks. So I had a circular border of this kind of bricks, these pink bricks around that hibiscus. So when I removed the fence and I did not need that, so to make wider space here to go to my west side, I changed that border. So but still the fabric is there and there was no grass at all. So if after that I will remove the fabric, if I will remove the fabric quickly, then it will be I thought that I will wait until some grass develops there. And yeah, those are yesterday. I was cleaning some mint. I have Mashibi mint there. So yesterday when I was planting that trumpet lily, yeah, oriental trumpet lily, I pulled few of the mint branch, and that few, I thought it is few, that is this much, the mint, a lot, that is maybe I think minimum 80 roots are there. So yeah, coming back to my so when I removed those bricks, the pink bricks, it was somewhere here I have left, and to block there are a lot of grass here when I was planting that peony and few that autumn jade sedum and that. So there are a lot of grass here, so quickly I did not have time to remove the grass or call someone to clean. So immediately what I did, I covered with some papers, some I learned from a YouTuber. I covered with some paper and then I covered with some mulch. But in this area, somehow particularly from the west side, the wind comes heavily, and in this area. But the wind is not as heavy as here because it blocks the house maybe, but this area the wind comes heavily and it will blow away the papers if I don't put anything heavy. So just to give some heavy weight, wherever I found those stones or bricks, I just put it, because I thought in one season the grass will be dead and I can remove the bricks and stones like that. So according to me, whatever I did, my idea was just for temporary and it worked. That's why you can see these tiny papers, they are still here. It needs to be little clean, but I am in construction phase, I assume like that, and that's how I satisfy myself when I not to feel ugly because I am in the middle of my construction. And see, like when I planted something, I removed I think these were there where I planted my lily. the, these these 4 bricks were there. So anyway, soon I will make it very beautiful so that you all will find find it very pretty. Yeah, I have a lot to say and so, but azalea started blooming, so I thought let me show you a little bit. And see the clematis. So these are the flower buds. If you can see this is a flower bud. Let me show you like this. Yeah, that is a flower bud. See these two. So this one is a flower bud and this one is a flower bud. This also here. So I see two more here, one here and one here. And this is, let me show you the tag, Huvi clematis. So I bought that from a nursery. This is one aesthetic lily. When I saw the leaves, then only I remembered, otherwise I forgot. The white multi-layered tulip. See the orange one. See this damask rose, damask fragrant rose. The other day I showed you that I trimmed it, and just I wanted to show you, see how nicely they are growing, all the new branches. Close to that is this again, the yellow hardy geranium. And then now see my tulip, the red one, the orange one, they look triangular. I don't know how it is catching in the camera, but they look very pretty in real. They are looking very pretty, I mean. Just they are very pretty. And then this is about to bloom. This one already started. So I think it is enough for today, because I can keep on talking, but video is too long for now. So let me stop here. Thank you for watching.